starts right now.
A busy and difficult 24 hours for fire crews in Bexar County. The drought conditions, dry grass, and heavy wind we've seen all day has sparked dozens of grass fires.
The night team's John Paul Barajas explains why putting out the flames took a lot of planning and in some cases even a little help from the community.
A common theme for today, clouds of smoke. That's because fire conditions are critical, according to Bexar County fire officials. Lack of rain, dry vegetation, low humidity, and now heavy wind have not only made grass fires more likely, but also harder to contain. These large open fields are essentially fuel, and the wind gusts are making flames spread dangerously quick.
Conditions are very real right now. As you can tell, busy day today, busy day yesterday. When we got on this location, we had flame fronts, about 20 to 30-foot flame fronts. Lawrence Padalecki, an East Side Bexar County Assistant Fire Chief, explained they were fortunate no one was hurt at this 500-acre fire off FM 1604 and 3432. But it threatened up to 50 homes, along with a lot of livestock. Crews actually cut fences to let the cattle get further away. And this blaze, not the only one working. Yeah, let me get the one that's filling up the tender on Bravo. That fire came out, this fire came out, and then Wilson County was also working a fire right across the county line. They all three happened at the same time.
With so many fires popping up today, crews have had to be extremely careful with their resources. Luckily, community members have rallied together to bring their tractors out and assist.
Basically getting rid of all the vegetation and bringing up dirt. That's what we have to do to be able to get rid of the fuel so it stops feeding the fire.
People in the area spoke to us off camera, saying they were happy to help and thank the crews for what they do. As for the winds, those are dying down tonight, but Padalecki still has a warning.
Any little spark's going to ignite anything. Throwing cigarettes out, make sure you're not dragging chains.
And Assistant Chief Padalecki told us that around 5 p.m. today, they had 22 grass fires in Bexar County. As of 30 minutes ago, they've only had about 25 to 28, so the rate of the fires has slowed significantly. And he said the fires that he responded to, they've luckily had no injuries. At the Bexar County Fire Marshal's office, John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
And we're extra thankful for our firefighters and first responders helping to keep things under control today. Thankfully, wind gusts have really dropped off the board already. It is still a little breezy out there, but as we head into the overnight hours through tomorrow morning, wind speeds will continue to drop, and that is good news as far as the fire danger is concerned. And really the rest of the weekend is looking pretty good. Here were some of the highest observed wind gusts today. The highest in our area was at the airport, the regional airport in Hondo, 58 miles per hour. At the airport in New Braunfels, also at the airport here in San Antonio. Highest gusts there, 56 miles per hour. So it certainly was a blustery day, but wind speeds are dropping. We're at 45 at the airport, clear skies and a lingering breeze. Our sustained winds at this hour are still between about 10 and 20 miles per hour. But as I mentioned, wind gusts have really fallen off the board. And that was the big concern with the fire danger for today. So a lingering breeze now. Wind speeds will continue to fall overnight. That will set some of us up for a light freeze to start the day tomorrow. We'll take a look at your morning low temperatures and your forecast for the rest of the weekend coming up in just a little bit. Courtney.
Thank you, Katie. And right now on KSAT.com, we have a photo gallery of your pictures showing that wind damage around the city, from tilted street signs to toppled patio furniture. You can also upload your photos in that same article. Be sure and check it out.
Another big story we've been following today, the tense hostage situation at a synagogue in Colleyville, just 16 miles east of Fort Worth, is now over tonight. The rabbi and 3 others are all safe, according to Governor Greg Abbott, who tweeted that out not too long ago. They were held against their will after an armed suspect claiming to have bombs in unknown locations. Here's an outline of some of the events.
The dramatic scene unfolding in North Texas, a hostage situation at the Congregation Beth Israel Synagogue in a suburb outside of Fort Worth. A massive response from the FBI, SWAT teams, and several local police departments.
The absolute key in hostage negotiation is gathering information. How much information can you gather, either through the hostage taker or through other means? How many people are in there? Is there anybody that's hurt? And what is his state of mind?
Sources familiar with the investigation tell ABC News an armed man took 4 people hostage, including a rabbi. The suspect demanding the release of a known Pakistani terrorist, Afia Siddiqui. who was serving 86 years at Carswell Air Force Base near Fort Worth. She had alleged ties to al-Qaeda and was convicted in 2010 of attempted murder of U.S. soldiers and FBI agents in Afghanistan. The White House, ATF, and Department of Homeland Security are closely monitoring the situation.
There's a limit, actually, how long this could probably go before law enforcement may have to make a decision about whether to go in or not.
Synagogues across the country, including several in the Dallas area, tonight are on high alert.
The entire Jewish world understands and knows about this incident. I've had many calls from Israel, and we are here to support the community in any way we can.
Again, that hostage situation now over tonight up there in the Fort Worth area. It's unclear right now on the status of the suspect. We'll be sure to keep you updated on this story as more information becomes available.
We are approaching almost 1 month, and 3-year-old Lina Khil has still not been found. Local search groups continue to comb through the wooded area near the apartment she was last seen, hoping to find her. The Night Team's Lee Waldman went to the Islamic Center of San Antonio, where they're praying for closure for the family.
It's been 26 days since Lina Sardar Khil was home safely in her bed. 26 days since her family last saw her.
We're continuing to be there for the family and also to keep Lina in our prayers.
Michael Martin with the Islamic Center of San Antonio says the family and their community is trying to stay positive, but after this long, it's hard.
Based on what we hear from law enforcement, you know, they talk about the time frames. And the sooner that they can get a lead, the sooner that they can find some things out, the better.
For weeks, the Islamic Center has offered a reward of $100,000 for information that leads to Lina's discovery. At the beginning, the tips were flowing in.
They have slowed in recent weeks. But if we get anything, we still pass that along.
Search and Rescue SATX was out here in this wooded area looking for Lina again today, but winds earlier on in the day cut their efforts short.
We could not bring our canine out today because he can't smell with the wind going this fast.
The group has regularly looked through the woods near Lina's family's home, hoping to find her or something that sheds light on where she's been.
We cleared some more areas that we needed to clear within our 3-mile radius, but we didn't find anything.
Both organizations have vowed not to give up because Lina's family deserves answers.
Whether it's a positive or negative outcome, at least it's closure. It's closure for the community, it's closure for the family.
Search and Rescue SATX says they'll be searching again sometime next week. Now, San Antonio Police Department is still the lead agency looking into Lina's disappearance. If you know anything at all, they're asking you, please give them a call at 210-207-7660. Live outside of Public Safety Headquarters, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Lee. Here's a look at other stories we're following tonight. It took a month, but the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office has now identified the body found by street sweepers along I-10 last month. That person identified as 65-year-old Winford Trice. His body found back on December 15th along I-10 near Foster Road. San Antonio police believe Trice was hit by multiple vehicles. Trice was pronounced dead at the scene by the San Antonio Fire Department. No other injuries were reported.
A suspected human smuggling operation is under investigation right now on the southwest side. Homeland Security confirmed that information with us today. The incident started as a police call for shots fired at a Whataburger on Highway 16 and Loop 410. San Antonio police found a 26-year-old man with a gunshot wound who told them he was shot on Zarzamora Street. So police went there. And that's where they found the back door of a trailer opening and closing. They say 4 people ran out, got in a vehicle and left. Police were able to arrest them at a gas station. Meanwhile, back at the trailer, 16 other people tried running off, but they were also caught. SAPD is now assisting Homeland Security in their investigation.
Meanwhile, the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office still working to identify a man found shot and killed in an open field behind a Walmart. That shooting happened just before 1 a.m. on Nacogdoches Road. When police arrived at the scene, they found the man with a gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses telling police they saw 2 people get into a white Ford F-150 truck. So far, no arrests have been made.
The photo is a little blurry, but take a look at your screen. San Antonio police It's going to be the image after this. They're still hoping it'll lead to tips in solving a double murder case. Seen here on your screen right now is Vanessa Mugis and Kyle Warren, who were both shot and killed 2 years ago today. The shooting happened at a McDonald's parking lot. Police say they were meeting the suspect to allegedly buy drugs. Things escalated, and police say the suspect shot them. Here's a shot we were talking about. SAPD has released surveillance video showing what they believe is the suspect's vehicle driving away from the shooting scene. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers 210-224-STOP.
Burnt popcorn, the likely culprit for a house fire on the southeast side, and now the homeowner temporarily displaced. That fire broke out around 1 o'clock this afternoon at the home on Valleyfield Drive near East South Cross and South WW White Road. Fire officials say the homeowner threw the popcorn bag in the garage trash, causing it to catch fire. The home sustaining minimal damage.
More fallout from the January 6th insurrection. Now one man is being charged with sedition. Why authorities believe that man was in charge of the whole thing. Plus, more than 24 states are expected to be affected by major winter storms this weekend. Snow, ice, heavy rain, all in the forecast. We'll show you the preparation taking place.
And back here at home, his contributions will never be forgotten. That's what people are saying about an East Side community leader. How people gathered today to remember the life of Nathaniel Davis when we return. They considered him one of the many leaders over on the east side, and today the community Nathaniel Davis served for so many years got to say their final goodbyes. Family and friends attending his funeral service at Second Baptist Church. Davis was most known for being a key part of the local MLK March every year, along with promoting the event's scholarship funds. A close friend spoke to us and says what Mr. Davis did for the MLK March here will never be forgotten by the community.
We know that the stepping stones are stepping stones. So his foundation will probably continue on and only make MLK March more stronger. I'm going to miss him, definitely going to miss him. And the community definitely is going to miss him at the same time.
Nathaniel Davis was a longtime employee at the YMCA and worked at several branches before becoming the executive director of the Davis Scott branch. He was 64 years old.
Well, the need for blood donations affecting all parts of the country, including right here in Bexar County. The supply is so low, Mayor Ron Nirenberg declaring it an emergency. The pandemic is not helping either. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center saying more than 100,000 drives were canceled last year, and that trend is only expected to continue. Today, a blood drive was held in hopes of providing some relief for hospitals.
We've had plenty of people that scheduled an appointment, so they're all coming out, as well as a lot of walk-ins.
Blood types needed most right now are type O positive and negative, but any blood type would help. If you'd like to help save lives, we have information on how to make an appointment to donate right now on KSAT.com.
Katie showed us just a little while ago how strong some of those winds were, up to 50, I don't know what that weird noise is, but 50 miles per hour, over 50 miles per hour in some areas, causing some damage too.
Yeah, it was really intense.
Yes, very inconvenient. I don't know about y'all, but it woke me up last night.
Oh yeah, the whole night.
I'm sure some pets and maybe even some kiddos got woken up as well. So very inconvenient in that way. Also in this way, Courtney, you mentioned a little bit earlier the gallery that we have online. If you have some photos from today and you'd like to share them, you can go online and do that now. You can also do it via the Weather Authority app. But I just thought I'd show you a few here. This out of Helotes, the neighbor's gazebo, unfortunately a little roughed up there. We've also got their shed in their backyard completely flipped. This was by North Star Mall. And then you hate to see this, the winds messing up some of the trees out there. The dry soils really probably weren't helping that either. So we do hate to see any trees and plants lost there. Thankfully, things will be much calmer overnight and tomorrow. Getting cold out there now, 45 at the airport, 41 in Kerrville, low 50s down to the south. It's 51 in Cotulla, but nice and chilly. Also very, very dry. Before this cold front came through this morning, our dew points were already pretty low. Now they're even lower for a lot of us. They're in the teens, even some single digits. So that is definitely chapstick weather for sure. And even compared to this time yesterday, Again, yesterday our air was still pretty dry. This time last night, our dew points are now anywhere from about 20 to 30 degrees lower than they were this time last night, and in some cases even more than that. So very, very bone dry out there. Here's a look at our sustained winds. Northerly now about 5 to 15 miles per hour. A little bit more of a breeze from San Antonio up I-35 to New Braunfels. Sustained wind of 14 miles per hour in Kerrville. But look at the gusts. While it's still a little bit breezy, earlier in the day, everyone had a gust between 30, 40 miles per hour, and in some cases this morning even above 50 miles per hour. So wind gusts have really fallen off the board, and this is the trend that we'll continue to see overnight. So sustained wind speeds overnight, now they're about 5 to 15 miles per hour. They'll hang on there for a few more hours, and then as we get closer and closer to sunrise tomorrow morning, they'll drop down to just about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So with the decrease in wind speeds tonight, clear skies, that bone dry air, we are going to bottom out for some of us at a light freeze, especially along and north of Highway 90, but a few spots, Carrizo Springs, even Victoria down a little bit closer to the Gulf Coast. You guys could see a light freeze overnight, briefly touching hard freeze territory for parts of the hill country. But really everyone has already seen their first freeze, so this isn't a big deal. But if you want to bring in some maybe potted vegetation, go ahead and do that, or put them in the garage. You may have already done that just because you probably had an inkling that it was probably going to get pretty cold tonight. Around San Antonio, Bexar County will go 32 in Converse, 32 Helotes, maybe just above freezing anywhere in southern Bexar County over near Elmendorf there. But a nice rebound for our temperatures into tomorrow afternoon. A lot of us will end up in the low to mid 60s. So with the low humidity again tomorrow, we'll see a nice rebound in our temperatures during the afternoon. Same storm system that brought us the windy conditions today is dumping a ton of rain over parts of the deep south, some heavy rain in Little Rock and parts of Arkansas. I want to briefly touch on just why it was so windy today. It has to do with competing pressure systems, this area of high pressure and that area of low pressure. When these are so close together, the wind is trying to move in between these isobars or lines of constant pressure. When they get squeezed like that, the air has to move really quickly, and that's when we see our high wind gusts and windy conditions. Thankfully, high pressure will win out tomorrow, and for the rest of the weekend that moves in, our wind speeds drop. Skies will be nice and clear, and things look really great for the rest of the weekend. It will be cold to start tomorrow, but a quick warm up, still cool in the afternoon, but it's going to be really nice. Light westerly winds tomorrow, light southerly winds on Monday. So looking good for the rest of the weekend, guys.
And for those MLK marches.
Yes.
That'll be beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you, Katie.
All right, Larry, the Spurs put together a nice late run to clip the Clippers at home tonight.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a coincidence they did it with Derek White back in the lineup tonight. He came off the bench after missing the last 9 days and 5 games due to health and safety protocols, and he made a big difference tonight. Plus, the Brennan girls basketball team just absolutely rolling. Coming up.
Derek is available for the first time. He'll come off the bench, probably have limited minutes, to some degree, for sure.
That was Pop pregame tonight saying Derek White is back after missing the last 5 games due to COVID-19 health and safety protocols and big board sports. Spurs hosting the Clippers and looking to get back into the win column tonight. First quarter, Lonnie Walker IV creates his own shot, a huge slam dunk, and we're tied at 21. LA led 22-21 after one. Second quarter, Derek White scores 8 straight for the Spurs, including back-to-back threes, and they led 31-22. Derek had 13 at the break, and the Spurs were up 56-47 at halftime. Third quarter now, Doug McDermott misses a free throw. Jock Landale grabs the board, passes to Murray, who feeds Devin Vassell for 3, and it's 61-49 Spurs, but the Clippers trailed 80-85 after 3. So, final frame, after trailing by as many as 5, the Spurs come back. Murray makes an 18-foot jump shot in the lead for good, 95-94. Spurs win at 101-94 to snap their 5-game skid. White had a team-high 19 points in his return.
It felt good. I think the first half I was a little tired. Just getting my wind back playing, but felt pretty good there in the second half, and hopefully just got to get back in there and get some treatment, and I'll be good to go.
All in all, we I think that we did a great job of just sticking together, weathering the storm, and making sure that all of us were focused on winning the ball game.
Spurs will continue their homestand Monday night, 7:30 with best in the West, the Phoenix Suns. In girls high school basketball, Brennan enters this afternoon with a 23-1 overall record, 9-0 in District 29 6A play, taking on Marshall at Northside Sports Gym, and the Bears take control right from the opening tip. Taylor Ross finds Jada West under the basket for a lay-in, 8-0 Brennan. Bears keep pushing the tempo. Tyra Sotelo drives, spins, and gets it to rattle down for a 12-0 lead. And then a few plays later, Nayeli Espinoza finds Jillian Torres for a corner three, and Brennan opens the game on a 15-0 run. The Rams get on the board on the next possession. Aubrey Riojas hits the strings for a three of her own, but Brennan answers right back off the miss. Aaliyah Cobb corrals the rebound, banks it in, and Brennan cruises to the win 79-33. Next game on the court, same district, Warren versus Harlan. Hawks shooting well from distance in the third quarter. They kick it out to Emma Flores in the corner, and she hits the triple, 43-20 Harlan. Then a few possessions later, Layla Conley gets the rebound and kicks it back out to Ariel Gordon for another triple. Harlan outscores Warren 22-7 in the frame, and they win big 70-37. District 28 6A contest at Littleton Gym. Johnson taking on MacArthur. Brema's trying to rally from an early deficit in the first quarter. Gigi Stim drains the triple. That cuts the lead down to 9, but the Jags respond. First, Jachelle Johnson knifes to the basket for the lay-in, counted plus the foul. She would hit the free throw, and Johnson leads 18-8 after one. Then in the second quarter, in transition, Jada Mitchell hauls in the rebound and puts it back up and in and one. Another three-point play. Johnson takes this one, 58-41. Earlier this morning at the Alamo Convocation Center, YWLA facing Fox Tech, District 29 4A. Third quarter, Cardinals pushing the pace. Sarah Morales gets the tough shot to fall, count it, and one. She'd hit the free throw, and it's 17-11 YWLA. They strike again a few minutes later. Morales finds Jacqueline Medell under the hoop for two. The lead balloons to 11. Buffalo's answer late in the quarter. Olivia Sanchez knocks down the jumper, but the Cardinals win this one 31-22. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott can't wait for home field advantage tomorrow against the Niners. We have it later in sports.
All right, Larry, we'll look forward to that.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We have a quick update on that hostage situation up in Fort Worth. The suspect in that situation now confirmed to be dead. That information being reported by the Associated Press. We have more information available right now on KSAT.com.
Now to our latest coronavirus news. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention issuing new guidance for masks.
Yeah, this, of course, as cases of COVID-19 continue to rise, fueled by the Omicron variant that is quickly continuing to spread around the nation.
Here's ABC's Phil Lipoff with the details.
Cases of COVID-19 continue to surge across the country. The U.S. reporting an average of 782,000 new cases a day. Nationwide, more than 150,000 COVID-19 positive patients are hospitalized. That's a pandemic high.
It's really bad. It came about real fast. I thought it would be over, but after the holidays, it hit very hard.
With the highly transmissible Omicron variant fueling this latest surge, the CDC updating its guidance on masks, saying any mask is better than none, but masks that fit well, like N95s and ones you can wear constantly, offer the best protection. The Biden administration is working to make higher quality masks more widely available and free to all Americans.
We all wish that we could finally be done with wearing masks. I get it. But they're a really important tool to stop the spread, especially of a highly transmittable Omicron variant.
Free rapid tests will also be available to order starting next week at covidtest.gov. As cases continue to skyrocket, many are still waiting in long lines to get tested. States like Utah have trouble meeting testing demands.
Not only do we have a personnel shortage, but there is a testing shortage.
Officials there are urging symptomatic people to stay home for 5 days rather than get tested. Meantime, many schools have already switched to remote learning, but some are staying with current guidelines of testing to stay in class.
Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe!
Students from schools in Chicago and Boston walking out of class to protest in-person learning.
I live with 2 grandparents who are immune compromised, plus a couple of other family members, so I don't want to go to school, risk getting sick, and then have to come home to them.
Phil Lipoff, ABC News, New York.
Beijing reporting its first Omicron case. Health officials made the announcement today. The patient hasn't hadn't had recent travel history outside the city, according to the Chinese government. Authorities have sealed off the neighborhood where the person lives and begun mass testing for the population. Beijing is scheduled to hold the Winter Olympics in less than 3 weeks. So far, 7 cities in China have reported Omicron cases. Stuart Rhodes, founder and leader of the far-right militia group the Oath Keepers, is behind bars tonight facing the rare and serious sedition charge. The Justice Department claiming Rhodes and at least 10 others conspired to use force to stop Congress from certifying the 2020 election and prevent then-President-elect Joe Biden from assuming office. Rhodes pleading not guilty. His attorneys say he was there that day to provide security. Rhodes has denied encouraging others to storm the Capitol. Investigators say he did not enter the building, but was in communication with rioters from his group instead.
The first new episode of KSAT Explains for 2022 is out, and this week the team covered what it means to apply for asylum here in the United States and broke down how a federal provision known as Title 42 has further complicated the system since the beginning of the pandemic. Myra Arthur now steps into the breakdown booth to share more.
When I say the word immigration, what comes to mind? Just the mention of that word by itself can spark some strong opinions and emotions from a lot of people. And we all know the images. Immigration has a direct impact on South Texas. It was last fall when we saw some 16,000 migrants make their way to Del Rio, crossing the river there, gathering under a bridge, mostly people from Haiti who were looking for asylum. The entire nation was watching what was happening right here in our own backyard. No matter how you feel about the issue of immigration or our current immigration system, almost everybody knows that politics play a big role. We can't explain the politics, but we can explain what is on the books with U.S. law right now. How does U.S. law treat someone who enters the country illegally and tries to evade authorities at the border versus someone who comes into the country illegally but is seeking asylum? Someone who says, I am here, I am looking for safe haven in the United States. If you've been following this issue, you might have also heard of something called Title 42 that has played a big role in immigration throughout this pandemic. We're going to explain what that is and how it has changed the system that we currently have in place. It's a big issue. We know it has a direct effect on our area and the entire country. Check out this episode of KSAT Explains. It's out right now. You can check it out on demand anytime at ksat.com/explains or on the KSAT TV app.
Locally, we are dealing with dropping temperatures, but across the nation, several states are preparing for a major winter storm. The impact that storm is already causing when we return. A massive winter storm is continuing its trek across the country tonight, already dumping snow and causing whiteout conditions in parts of the Midwest.
The storm now headed towards Tennessee, Georgia, Virginia, and the Carolinas. Here's ABC's Alex Prochet with the details.
75 million Americans across 33 states, from the Dakotas to Georgia to Maine, are in the path of a wintry mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain that could topple trees, trigger power outages, and cripple travel over the holiday weekend. States of emergency declared across several states in the Southeast.
We're mobilizing and prepared to deploy resources as needed to protect our state, but also be ready to assist neighboring states if needed.
North Carolina's governor expects significant impacts across his state.
I've also activated 200 National Guard soldiers to assist in storm response.
Heating oil deliveries in Haywood County, North Carolina are behind schedule as the cold weather moves in.
We had 2 drivers out with COVID. Everybody wants us to be there, and we're trying our best to get there, but we can't be in 5 places at once.
In Tennessee, residents are stocking up.
Getting some groceries, some supplies before it gets bad and we get snowed in, because I do not drive in the snow. Just trying to get everything ready before it gets swamped in here and they run out of groceries.
The far-reaching system already blasting from West Hope, North Dakota to St. Louis, Missouri, with nearly a foot of snow. Drivers in eastern Iowa facing near whiteout conditions. Further north, this state patrol car struck by a semi, the trooper suffering minor injuries. Alex Prochet, ABC News, Washington.
To all that, I say, snow thank you.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks at all. I'm walking to the cube. I'm walking.
It's all right.
I was actually getting
Look at Tim being punny, filling time with his phone.
Yeah.
The dad and me couldn't resist.
Hard pass there. Hard pass on Mountain Cedar as well. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of over it. We're not really even to the peak of the season yet. That comes late January, early February. If you missed it, today's count 23,100. That's up there with one of the highest we have had all this Mountain Cedar season, and it really peaked early, and it looks like we're going to see it peak again here behind this morning's cold front. So prepare for another elevated Mountain Cedar count tomorrow. It could fall a little bit as winds relax tonight, but maybe not by a whole lot. We'll talk more about your Sunday forecast and a look at that winter storm moving across the country coming up next.
We're talking about chilly.
Yes.
But because it was really one of those days where it was so windy, you didn't really want to be outside unless you had to. Just kind of listen to it whipping around.
Yeah, as you were mentioning, woke me up in the middle of the night. It wasn't really me. It was the dog that jumped in bed and was like, what's going on?
Yes, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yes, very noisy overnight. And yeah, just not the best day to be outside. And it was kind of deceiving because beautiful blue sky. But yeah, that wind was really something. Thankfully, it is relaxing tonight, and we've got really pleasant, quiet days ahead for the rest of the weekend, including the holiday on Monday. Storm system that brought us that cold front this morning is making eastward progress across parts of the south, and it's producing a lot of heavy rain across Alabama, Georgia, the Florida Panhandle. I wish we could have gotten in on a little bit of that rain. Front came through our area again late last night with not a drop, unfortunately. This very dynamic system is also producing a lot of winter weather. Looks like we're starting to see the changeover to snow just north of Jackson and Nashville there in Tennessee, also very close to Memphis, but some heavy pockets of snow. This darker blue here, that's some very heavy snow falling across parts of northern Arkansas and near Little Rock. Winter weather alerts tonight all the way through Monday. Really follow the path that this area of low pressure is going to take toward the northeast by tomorrow night into Monday. Areas in pink under a winter storm warning. That's for higher amounts of snowfall accumulation. Also some icing expected across parts of Virginia, the Carolinas and West Virginia there. Purple winter weather advisories. That's for more minor issues. And then they'll be on the lookout for that system up in the Northeast and New England come Monday. Meanwhile, we've got some really nice weather the next couple of days. Winds relaxing tonight, a light westerly wind tomorrow, southerly wind on Monday. Really very pleasant here, a high near 62 tomorrow, just shy of a light freeze or just a couple degrees above a light freeze tomorrow morning. Excuse me, not tomorrow morning, tomorrow night into Monday morning, and then closer to 70 on Monday for the holiday. Really pretty quiet here after those blustery conditions today. Satellite is showing really no cloud cover across our area. There's some lingering high clouds way off to the northeast and east Texas, but we're going to keep you clear overnight. Temperatures are falling now into the mid to low 40s across a lot of the area. 45 in Pleasanton, also 45 in Del Rio. We've got some upper 30s starting to show up in the hill country. Our winds are beginning to relax. Sustained winds are generally about 5 to 15 miles per hour, but check it out, Pleasanton. You're our lone location tonight with a calm wind. Meanwhile, here in San Antonio, still holding on to a decent breeze, but our wind gusts essentially have fallen off the board completely. And as we head through the rest of the night, even our sustained wind speeds will continue to gradually drop. So through just before sunrise tomorrow morning, we're looking at light winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that's where they'll stay through the duration of the day tomorrow. So with the clear skies, the very dry air, and with our winds relaxing, we will see our temperatures bottom out near freezing for a lot of us. I'm calling for a light freeze along and north of Highway 90, including San Antonio, Bexar County, New Braunfels, Canyon Lake, Gonzales, Hondo, Uvalde, even Carrizo Springs. You guys typically tend to bottom out a bit more than places like Eagle Pass and Cotulla. So we'll call for a light freeze in Carrizo Springs. Even from Cotulla over to Beeville, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, it will be pretty close. A brief hard freeze possible for the hill country. Around the metro area, 31 the low in Timberwood Park, 30 in Lake Hills, and 32 in Von Ormy. But with very dry air tomorrow and abundant sunshine, we'll warm up fairly efficiently, really comfortable tomorrow. Another very nice day on Monday. Warming back up a bit through the middle part of next week. Before our next front gets here, that one won't bring the crazy wind like what we saw today. It will cool us down again, and we've just got some really low rain chances sprinkled in late next week. We'll keep you updated there, guys.
I know we need rain, but you can't complain about 75 and sunny. My goodness.
Nope.
All right, thanks, Katie.
All right, Larry, the Cowboys getting ready for the Niners in playoff action tomorrow, and Jesse in the confidence corner is ready.
He is shaking his Cowboys Rattler thing over there, isn't he? You know what? Jerry Jones wants to break their playoff record at AT&T Stadium of 94,000 plus, and Dak is ready for all those fans to be loud. And the Cincinnati Bengals are partying like it's 1991, and apparently our sports producer wasn't even born yet. Coming up.
Debo, if you were to meet someone who didn't know you and they asked you what position do you play, what would you say?
A wide back. Wide receiver playing running back.
A wide back, okay.
Niners receiver Debo Samuel isn't the only unique offensive weapon the Dallas Cowboys need to slow down in big board sports.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers are all set to meet in the NFL playoffs for the first time since 1995. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones says he's expecting a big crowd for the game. He'd like to break the Cowboys' playoff record of 94,327 and push that to 100K Sunday afternoon. And Dak is ready to feel that playoff energy.
Yeah, excited. That's one thing that you can't replicate is playoff football, especially not in AT&T Stadium. Having played 2 playoff games here before and just knowing the excitement, every single play, excited for the just to feel the atmosphere from warm-ups, really the time that you show up getting near the game. I mean, just in town, you can feel it, and it's something special. Excited just to see Cowboys Nation come out and show out and be a big part of this game.
On top of trying to slow down Niners wide back Debo Samuel, the Cowboys will have to contend with Niners tight end George Kittle. He's 6'4", 250 pounds, and combines tight end size with wideout speed. Cowboys safety J-Ron Kerr says Kittle is one of the best, but he's tired of talking about him.
I'm ready for the task, but he has to go against me too, so I kind of get ticked off when I'm being asked, Kittle this, Kittle that. Like, he has to play me too.
More than half of the Cowboys' active roster, 31 players, are not yet born the last time the boys and Niners played in the postseason on January 15th, 1995. Only 22 players on their active roster were alive for that game. Niners and Cowboys will kick tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. And the Houston Texans announced today they interviewed former Pittsburgh Steelers great Hines Ward and Chargers offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi for their head coaching vacancy. Houston interviewed former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores on Friday. The Texans have a head coach tracker on its website. NFL wildcard weekend kicked off with the Raiders at the Bengals today. Second quarter, Joe Burrow avoids the rush and scrambles to his right and throws to Tyler Boyd for a 10-yard touchdown, and the Cats lead 20-6. Fourth quarter, Raiders down 7, facing 4th and goal at the 9. Derek Carr fires to the end zone, but it's picked off by the Bengals' Jermaine Pratt with 12 seconds to go, and that's your ball game. The Bengals win 26-19 for their first playoff dub in 31 years, a span of 7 games.
We played really well in the first half and made plays when we needed to. Defense stepped up in the fourth quarter, so it's an exciting win. We're on to the next one.
Bills hosting the Patriots tonight. We're 7 degrees at kickoff in Orchard Park, New York. First quarter, Bills quarterback Josh Allen looking to pass, and he has a lot of time, 9.64 seconds to be exact, before he connects with Dawson Knox in the back of the end zone. 8-yard score, 7-0 lead. Buffalo led 27-3 at halftime, and the Bills are moving on 47-17. Allen threw for 308 yards and 5 touchdowns, and all I have to say, no tables are safe tonight in Buffalo because Buffalo fans like to jump on them and break them.
The mafia is in full effect,
Yes,
even though it's
indeed.
probably less than 7 degrees there now. Thank you, Larry.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll be right back.
Finally tonight, something good.
Today actually marks the 13th anniversary of the Miracle on the Hudson.
13 years already? Wow.
13 years. Yeah, it was January 15, 2009. Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger was flying a U.S. Airways plane with 155 people on board when it hit a flock of birds and was damaged. Sullenberger went on to do what many considered to be impossible, successfully landing the plane in the Hudson River.
And there's a great movie all about it.
All right, a light freeze tomorrow morning, then up to the low to mid 60s, near 70 on Monday, mid 70s by the middle of next week. Some low end rain chances Thursday, Friday. We'll keep an eye on that.
All right, that's it. That's all we got for you tonight. Thanks for watching.
Be sure to catch GMSA tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow as well.
Good night.